Women are indeed great at being bosses. But the question is, do they pose as a threat to you or an inspiration to you? I am REFLO'S WOMANIST. I'm committed and dedicated to empowering each and every individual from my motherland. This show is brought to you by REFLO'S Sanitary Pads. Your well-being is our number one priority because you deserve nothing but the best. So let's talk about women bosses and the myth that surrounds them. The truth is, women are naturally born to have a lot of emotions. So much emotions. And people kind of use that to build a certain stereotype that women are too emotional to be leaders. But out of emotions are born great leaders. You can be all the best and be a leader, but without emotions, you're not able to empathize with people, which can be a negative. So I believe that with our emotions, we are able to lead properly and lead very well. But let's look at some of the stereotypes. People think that because women are too emotional, they can't be leaders or execute, let's say, roles or tasks that are given to them properly. Because, women are going to cry, either just succumb to these emotions, do that, and so on. And we see that sometimes because we women, we hear these a lot, that women are mean, they are rude, you can't lead, you can't be nice to your subordinates, and this and that and that. Unintentionally, we succumb to these stereotypes. Like, people say, oh, you're going to be mean as a boss, as a woman boss. You find yourself actually being mean because you are hurt by the things that they are saying about you, which may not be true. So then you find yourself succumbing to these stereotypes, which I think is normal. But for me, I believe that everybody has their own traits, and who you are and your traits you hold would definitely surface in your work. So when we talk about these stereotypes and misconceptions about women, if I am somebody that I'm naturally mean, I'm going to be mean in my delivery concerning my workspace. If I'm naturally rude, you're going to be rude, when you're making a delivery or working with subordinates. If you're very nice and emotional, I believe that you're going to show the same traits with everybody that you work with. So it's not entirely true that women will just be mean for being mean sake, It's all boils down to their traits. Sometimes we find people saying that when women bosses are in a workspace, women are bosses in a workspace, working condition is kind of not sufficient because women experience, let's say, menstruation, maternal leave, and let's say they are married. Sometimes they have to do other responsibilities as a wife while coordinating with their work. So you find that people think that it's not enough for a woman to be a boss, But I don't think it's entirely true. This is our nature's call. So if at the end of the month or during every month a woman can't make it to work, or there's a possibility that they'll take some days off because they're experiencing that part of their life, or that part of their menstrual cycle, it doesn't really alter the delivery that they can give at the workspace. So I believe it's not true. It's not true that women should not be given the role to be a boss just because they have a nature's call. Something like having the baby and going on a maternal leave, or during their menstrual cycle. The other thing is, people think women will date other employees or their bosses because they are leaders or because they are bosses themselves. But either ways, it can still happen if you give a woman a chance to lead or not lead. If they want to date people, they are still going to date, they are still going to go out, they are still going to do. I believe that, yes, there's a conflict of interest right there. But it's all boils down to a certain extent their traits. Whether they are bosses or not, they are going to. So it really doesn't matter if a woman is a leader or not. She's going to do what she's going to do. What matters is her work, her inputs and her outputs. Is she working sufficiently? Is she making sure that work is being done from her subordinates? Is she bringing in profits in the company or the workspace that she is? I believe these are the major factors. If she's able to coordinate all these things, bring in revenue, and make sure work is being done, that's the most thing that we should focus on rather than focusing on these other stereotypes that are not true or irrelevant. I also personally believe that if a woman is able to make an impact on your life, your focus should be there more than what she's not able to do. If she's mean and she's able to make a significant impact on your life, that's the most important thing. You as a lady, we kind of find faults with women most of the time because we ourselves, we are always looking out for we are overthinkers by nature. We're always looking out for the worst in people. But if you want to focus on that, then you're going to fail yourself. So it's normal that we do that. And it's normal that your boss would also feel sometimes, hard on you as a woman. It's entirely normal. Like I said, the most important thing is that if she's making an impact on you, focus on that. She's paying you well, focus on that. She's exposing you to what you need to be exposed to positively, focus on that, and then forget about all the other things. So I know I've said a lot. I may have left something out or something you were thinking about and I couldn't say. That's because I can't say entirely everything. But just share with us what your thoughts are on this very topic. Leave it down in the comment section and we would definitely respond or attend to you. If you want to bring a topic up that we can also talk about, just leave it down in the comment section. This show was brought to you by REFLO'S sanitary pads. Your well-being is our number one priority because you deserve the best. If you want to make a bulk purchase, just give us a call on 055-111-1169. Or you can also visit our shop at Medina Social Welfare for inquiries and bulk orders. Remember, Ubuntu, I am because we are. Learn what to take and what not to take. Close in on people when you have to. Open up to them when you have to. Tell them no when you can or when you should.